Okay, are we live? Um. Okay, there we go. And how's the mic? Okay, the mic's good. Anyways, what the heck is up, ladies and gents? Y'all know me already, and I'm just gonna introduce myself because why not? But we're actually gonna do something different today, in a sense of this is just an idea I had while prepping for the stream. I was gonna do a follow up because I've discovered some new things about whilst I was building this thing, in a sense of you don't actually need pillars going all the way to the top, just close enough to where the top is, to where you can actually get like a very just smooth finish here. And it's really good. And the only thing that's problematic now at this point, getting
Hi.
pillars and whatnot down from the point. Now, one thing that I want to mention before we get started into today's discussion and what this series is I also fixed I fixed my stats. I now have crafting skill, which means I'm not going to be crafting things very slowly anymore. So, there we go. It took a couple tries, but I finally got my stats all balanced out to where I want them, and it's not so bad. 10k health, 6700 stamina, very high weight, and small amount of melee and small amount of speed, so I'm not stupidly fast. But I also don't swim stupidly fast, but it's fast enough to where I can at least get away from stuff. So there's that. And I think my weight's actually a lot higher than it was before, so I might be able to carry a little bit more stuff. Oh, no, 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 not wood. No. Let's see. Uh, Still a couple stacks of wood, but yeah, it's better than nothing at all. Okay, let's actually put that stack away. Coolio, coolio, cool. Actually, you know what? Actually, no. No, no, no. Boop. Bop. And put that one, and that should do us pretty good for right now. But okay. So one thing I'm gonna have to do though is kind of cheaty. But then again, this is a different kind of series. I'm not worried about what's cheating and what's not. I'm gonna use fly. But as well, this series, Ark Talks, is whoa, holy crap on a cracker. Hello, everyone. But this series is something I came up with in between me prepping for the stream and kind of thinking of stuff to do for the near future because I'm running out of things to do for this Let's Play. Honestly, I am. So I'm not sure what else to really do. So until my partners in crime kind of get their butts back on here, I kind of I don't really know what to do other than just talk. And my knowledge of this game is quite expansive, so I figured, what the heck, let's just talk about the game and how annoying it is. Right? Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? Kind of? A little bit? Well, here, let me explain. Um, Ark Survival Evolved is a very expansive game. There's no doubt about it. There's lots of things in this game that you can do. And heck, if you want to focus on one thing, you can do that. If you only want to tame, you can only tame. If you only want to build, you can only build. There's no limitation to what you're capable of doing in this game. That's true. What's up, Territor? I see you. So, what, pray tell, could possibly be wrong? Well, the building mechanics in this game are crap. And as I'm showing clearly on screen right now, I'm having to place pillars and whatnot all over the place because you can only go a certain distance without, this whole foundation support system, which, that's why a lot of some building mods like S Plus and Superstructures, I think it's called. I mean, I'm not a PC player, so I wouldn't know anything about it, but from what I understand, building mods like that have just done away with the whole foundation support thing altogether because all of this is nuts. Like, this is crazy. I mean, look at this. That's insane. What's with all the pillars? Now, sure, you can argue, well, DVC, why don't you just put a building that's about halfway up, so like maybe right here, and then call it quits? Well, sure, but, that's silly, because there's no point in putting a structure down there if you're not going to use it for anything. Even if I did do that, what am I going to do with that? This is the swamp. Aside from the fact that you're already kind of cut off anyway. Um, you technically could. I mean, you could put foundations all the way across here, and then have You could try that, but the building in this game is literally the silliest ever. Like, for example, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. I could put a ceiling here, right? And then requires foundation support. Well, why though? And of course, you can put them in certain areas where there's a pillar, like right there. Except I don't want to go. Actually, I am going out that far. But see, here's the thing. Ark building has always been a point of contention with a lot of people, including some of the people that have literally made it their job to build in Ark here on YouTube. Let's be real here. Like OnQ, GG Fizz, Aaron Longstaff, the Pilgrims Project, which by the way, their builds are amazing. Oh my goodness. Like, there are whole YouTube channels that do exclusively Ark building. Heck, for a long while, Tagback TV was known for breeding creatures in Ark. I don't know what happened. I guess they just got bored of it or something. I don't know. I haven't really followed up on them in a long while because there's a lot of channels I haven't followed up on, honestly. But it is what it is, right? So how would one fix this problem for someone in my position who's on console and there's no access to mods like S Plus? Well, you give the option to foundation support altogether, or at least increase it. Here, let me explain. How this works is quite simple. It's no different than literally any other Ark setting that you would have access to when you're building your server. So, for example, you have those side scrollers when you're doing for single player. Add a function or add a section that would allow structure support. Like, and you can increase that and decrease it. Why would you want to decrease it? Increase it? Are you insane? So, for example, if I were to increase the foundation support, I would be able to go all the way to like maybe over here with my ceilings, from way the heck over there. So maybe it's like right here or over here. Now, of course, this would be exclusive to people who actually pay for servers like I do, and many of other people. I'm going to adjust my mic here a little bit so you guys can hear me better, in case you can't. But what would this fix? I can't talk today. Today is not a speaking day. Wonderful. What would this fix? Well, a whole lot, really, because sometimes in those speed builds, like from OnQ or Aaron Longstaff or anyone, you'll notice at certain points they'll just be powering through the build, right? And then all of a sudden you'll see some red. And then they have to backtrack, do some stuff, and then go back to doing what they were doing in the first place. If you were to have this setting in the game, that would eliminate the problem altogether. Now, really, it would be great. That's just one thing that would fix a huge glaring problem in this game. Now, there's another one from S Plus that I would just love to be able to see, and that is foundation stacking. Lone Wolf and I were just on about this the last time he was on, in a call with me, but it would actually be a really cool idea to see foundation stacking. Now, what does that mean? It literally means, let's see if I can build a foundation real quick. So say, there's an uneven plane, right? So let's say I want to build like right here on this ridge right here, right? So one thing you could do is, place a foundation, right? And then put another foundation on top of that foundation and stack them up to maybe like 4 high. I don't know. Then again, if you try to limit that, you end up with the same structure support problem as before. So literally have a side scroller for that, just to cover all the bases. Now, what would this solve? A whole lot of problems, because if you could foundation stack uneven planes like that ridge I just showed you, would not be a problem. And a lot of maps, like the island, for example, have a lot of ridges like that and make it really difficult to build in certain areas, which is why maps like Ragnarok and Valguero or even Crystal Isles, which I don't have access to because the Ark devs are crazy. No, it's actually due to the fact that there's a pandemic going on and literally you can only do so much from at home. No, but really, if you were to remove a lot of those issues, you'd have a lot of happy players. And you'd be hard pressed to find anyone who does not having an idea of that side scroller being in the game. And there's not really just adding an additional function that would allow custom surfers like mine to continue to thrive would be great. Let me go ahead and address these folks. Let's see if they actually answer me, because last time I ended up reaching out, they ended up not speaking until I appeared before their eyes. But anyways, I think that would be really good. Stackable foundations, and being able to adjust foundation support. That would be great. Now, one thing I want to make sure I mention with these Ark Talk videos is I'm not just going to bash the game. We have whole channels that do that already. I'm not going to mention any names here because they're all bigger than me, but literally taking jabs at channels bigger than me is stupid, and why would you want that, really? But honestly, I think it's a good idea. I think it's worth looking into. Now, will it be a console exclusive? No, of course not. Or even just being able to actually modify that in the INI files, which I've fooled with a little bit. I don't have an extreme understanding of how that works, but I mean, I guess that could be cool too. Because if you could modify the INI files in such a way to where that's not a problem, then, there we go, right? It eliminates a lot of problems before they become, well, problems. And I'm just now realizing, wait, hold on. Where's the ceiling? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, I'm going too far. Oh man. Oh, this is bad. Because there's only 3 on this. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. That's alright. We can just stop, and then I'll just fix it later. But anyways, what have we talked about, really? A couple of fixes, and the snap points have also been a point of contention for certain people. Like, for example, the last episode, that we did. You know, when I was trying to get the foundations to actually snap, and then it would swap at the last possible second as you hit the button. I don't play official, but I know official players would hate the crap out of that, because, oh my goodness, why do you hate me, Ark? Good grief. You know, things like that. I'd be pretty frustrated too if I played official and that kept happening. Like, my goodness, that would tick me off so much. I feel bad. I'd feel bad for any official players at that point. Like, that's the biggest of oofs. In order to, or it took you like 45 minutes to gather all the materials you needed for that. My gosh. That's actually exactly why I don't play official, because I can't. I honestly can't even with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with official. If you play official and you enjoy it, you know, hats off to you. But also, there's also those people that play official that are like, oh, we're the better players. No, you just really don't have much of a life if you play official, because official is where you go to emotionally commit emotional suicide. No, but really though, hats off to those that play official though. I mean, jokes aside, wow. The fact that you even play that game mode for as long as you have is insane. Like, honestly. Y'all are some crazy folks. And for dealing with this game for as long as you have, just wow. Seriously, wow. But what are some ideas you guys might have to solve this little bugbear? Let me know. I'm very interested to see what you guys think. Oop, what the heck? Yeah, let's come on back this way. But yeah, no, I would very much like to see those things come to the game. That would be really, really good, I think. But I don't know. What will it happen? Especially with everything that's going on right now, I doubt it. But you know, here's hoping, because you know, if this stuff actually, you know, goes away, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't need to say the name. If this stuff goes away, there is a possibility that it could happen, but at this point, I wouldn't hold your breath. You know, there's a lot of ideas. There's a lot of good ideas that we in our community have that there's a high chance it won't happen and it'll end up being put into some kind of mod. Which is why S Plus is probably one of the most subscribed building mods in this entire, well, fan base, because it literally eliminates like 99% of the building problems that I have mentioned in this video already. Nope, that's a Rex. I'm glad I came back up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I think I've eliminated the 4th row for the most part. Yeah, okay. So, okay, yeah, I did. For the most part. Cool. So let's go ahead and finish taking this down. But you know, I could be just talking out of my butt here, and really, none of this stuff is ever going to happen. But you know what? One can hold out hope. You know, I can hold out hope that all these things that are going on right now will eventually subside, and you know, people will actually consider just being a decent human being and washing your hands when you're in the bathroom, which is probably where all of this crap came from in the first place. Country altogether, literally just personal hygiene, guys. I mean, come on. Really, if you think about it, that's where all this stuff kind of came from in the first place. But you know, that's a topic for a different video altogether. I don't know. But there's a lot of things you can do to, if we're coming back to the main subject matter of this video, which is the building itself. There's a lot of things you can do. But I think being able to modify the INI settings to literally turn off structure support or even like increase it. It's like I would love to be able to go, 5 ceilings out from where I'm standing. I think that would be really cool. But, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we can have, 500 brilliant suggestions to fix this game, and the Ark devs could literally ignore 498 of them and only add 2. Because at the end of the day, we can say, hey, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this. We're not the ones making the decisions. At the end of the day. That's not up to us. Well, partially, yes, but at the end of the day, it's up to the devs on what they decide to do. Like, for example, the sponsors mod program. At the end of the day, it's up to them. We can literally have the public vote on something, and they decide something else. Would that be infuriating? Oh, absolutely. 100%. That would be 100% annoying. And then kind of defeat the purpose of the whole voting system altogether, but, we're not having that conversation today. I just wonder, though, at what point are these guys actually going to pay attention to their fan base? I'm curious. Did I fix the problem? Is the question. Yeah. But yeah, folks, I think that's gonna actually do it. I don't really want to be stuck going on for like 30 minutes about the same thing, and plus, I'm really just kind of doing nothing at this point, except for taking down ceilings, because, oof. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of these ideas, and in case you guys forgot, because I literally blew through like 17 talking points in 20 minutes, a couple of ideas I have to fix the building is add a scroller for structural support, and do the same thing for stackable foundations, or just having stackable foundations altogether. That would be awesome, I think. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of those 2 ideas in the comment box. I'm very interested. No, let's actually have a dialogue about it, because I'm very much interested. But again, and if there's something else in Ark you want me to talk about in a video like this one, comment it below. And if you see a comment that you wanted to comment, just like it. It's a whole lot easier than seeing 15 comments of the same thing. Like, hey, do this, hey, do this, hey, do this. Literally just one comment and a bunch of likes on said comment would do a whole lot better. And also kind of invigorate the person that made the comment in the first place, and have them feeling really cool for having a very good idea. That's the kind of community we want to have here. But anyways, yeah. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment your thoughts on my ideas down below, and we'll be seeing you all next time. Oh, let's give it a wave. Bye-bye, folks.